Even after the Fed purchased T-bills on December 12th, the price of Bitcoin continues to drop. And that's exactly what I'm breaking down for you in today's video. Because although everyone was expecting the purchase of T-bills to be extremely bullish, I explained on my previous video that was not exactly what was going to happen. But instead, it has been already over a month that I'm saying that we are going to get a similar fractal like we had back in April. On top of that, we are going to check some key crypto charts, such as Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Zcash. Crucial price setups for Bitcoin, and the most relevant market news you need to stay ahead. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and check out some of my recent uploads. Now let's jump straight into the core of today's content. So just like we planned on my previous video, we were not expecting the price to skyrocket as the herd was expecting. You can even see the retail expectation about the price by checking the on-chain data of the liquidation heat map. You can see that we formed a big liquidity cluster right here at the 89,000 level, in which everyone was expecting the price to go up after the T-bill purchase on December 12th, but instead it has been going down like a rock. But if you do not understand why the price did not skyrocket, I invite you to check my last video where I explained the different market condition that we are going through compared to 2020. So all in all, our base case of the April fractal continues to play through. Like I always say here, I don't know how much further down the price will go, but I am expecting some strong pullback to the downside before we continue to go up to at least test the 50 weekly moving average before we continue the bear market. Even the M2 global liquidity, you can see right here that it seems it is touching the previous all-time high again. And at the same time, I am expecting the M2 growth and borrowing rate to form a bottom and get back up from here. If that happens, we can expect the price to rise back up, at least in the short term. But if my fractal is correct, we are going to see some big volatility over the upcoming week. On Tuesday, we are going to have non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate from November. Thursday, we are going to see some PCI inflation, as well as jobless claims. Finally, on Friday, we are going to receive some PCE. So although the government keeps holding back the economic data and everyone is flying blind on the markets, it seems like we are about to get some updates even with some delay. And the US Securities and Exchange Commission published a crypto asset custody basics bulletin. It shifts the tone for a more educational approach. The SEC is explaining wallets and custody to retail, not warning against crypto. It also means that they are supporting broader retail participation. A clear guidance lowers friction for new entrants. And also educational pushes often precede increased retail engagement, not exits. All in all, this is an informational bulletin, not regulatory. This is not a catalyst by itself, but it removes the downside risk. So this is more bullish catalyst after we have a confirmation of the weekly and daily cycle lows. So we can expect the price to bounce back down a little bit, but not lower from the 80,000 level, and then I expect it to be back up until the next daily cycle window. And I don't know who is with Michael Saylor, who has the idea to publish this kind of stuff, but I don't know if it actually helps a lot. But come on guys, I mean, this picture makes everything worse. So pretty much, yeah, I don't know who has the idea to do this kind of stuff, but it started at the bottom, like, you know, escaping a sinking ship, and now we are working at McDonald's. Come on. But anyway, I think he does this kind of stuff just to shake up the market a little bit, but nothing truly relevant to the market. Let's move on. And before we start talking about the setups, we are still recovering from the extremely low level of the fear and greed index, right now at the fear level, and we expect some bounce back just like in April before we continue higher. Also, the outflow from the ETFs actually diminished a little bit, and we are starting to see some inflows back again, and just like in April. And after everyone's expectations about the T-bill purchase has been synced, we can see that the liquidation right now is on the upside. And zooming out a little bit, again, you can see that most of the liquidation right here sits for upper price compared to back down here. So talking about possible entries, we had the previous swing high right here at the 93,900,000 level, around 94,000 level, in which the price tested 1, 2, and 3 times. But it failed to break out with a strong volume. This tells me that the price will get back down right here to grab some more liquidity and then push up to the upside again and finally break out the 94,000 level. So right now I have an order block sitting around the 86,000 level with a strong possibility of a liquidity sweep at the 84,000. During the course of the week, I would expect the price to go as further down as the 82,000 as well, based on my April fractal repetition. RSI is also quite low at the 31 level and the DSS is showing signs that wants to reverse to the upside. Ethereum, however, is looking quite well. We have a break of structure right here at the 3,200 level with a strong volume. The price came back to grab more liquidity right here at the 3,000 level. DSS already crossed and showing signs of a bullish momentum, so we can expect the price to maybe test this region right here for more liquidity before continuing to the upside. XRP is still looking quite bearish. I see no setups for the time being, but I do expect the price to go back here and test the 50 weekly moving average before continuing to go down. Solana also has the DSS crossing down, showing signs of a bear reversal. The 146 level is showing a strong sign of resistance, but right now, regarding Solana, I will just sit and wait how the price is going to behave. Also on the weekly cycle window, so I don't know if the price can go back further down or if it's about to reverse. We have to sit and wait. Our Zcash position is still holding quite well. It retested this previous support level at the 500, but now is already showing signs of going back down. And also our long position on Bitcoin is right here at the current fluctuating loss. My stop loss is right here at the 79,500 level. Let us just wait and see how the price is going to behave over the upcoming days. But tell me what you guys think in the comments about what we can expect from this week. Thanks for watching, see you on the next video.